Hey everybody, uh, glad I'm glad to see y'all. Now today I'm gonna talk about economics, a little bit about economics. Now, last week I was scrolling through Facebook and I came across this post, and basically what the post said was that there's this presidential aspirant. His name is Raila, aka Baba, and his plan was to give 6,000 shillings to every youth in Kenya in case he became president. Now, there's approximately 30 million youths in Kenya, according to Kenya National Bureau of Statistics. And if you add up 6,000 times 30 million youths, that number is going to give you, the figure is going to be about $1.8 billion, which is about 180 billion. So basically, that's what the government is going to have to spend on each, on just giving the stimuluses to the youth each month, which to me sounds a bit too much. It's not very practical if you think about it, especially with the debts that Kenya already has. I mean, adding $1.8 billion each month just to the budget, and this money is just to give the youth free money. To me, I didn't think it was a very good idea. And basically, now the first problem is this: when you give people money, especially free money, without them having to work, it a lot of times leads to what we call demand pull inflation. And basically, what demand pull inflation is that it's a situation when the the demand for goods and services outweighs the supply. And so when there's short supply, the prices of goods and services tend to go up. Now I know right now you're complaining about the prices of fuel and unga, but just wait till the government starts giving out this 6,000 shillings. The prices of unga and fuel, they're gonna go up real bad. And it's just how economic works. You can't just That's what happens when you introduce free money to the economy. When you pump the economy with a lot of money uh, out of nowhere, without the economy growing. I mean, for you to have a healthy economy and prevent hyperinflation or inflation, the economic growth rate and the inflation rate have to be similar. One can't really outweigh the other. So when you bring in a lot of money and the economy hasn't grown up fast enough, then it just leads to hyperinflation. It's a long topic. I don't want to talk about it since this is not an economic video. Now, that's the first problem. It will lead to inflation. The second problem is the source of this money. Because $1.8 billion a month, that's a lot of money. Especially since the government, I mean, the what do you call it? The bill, each year the bill is around, the country's expenditure is around $30 billion a year. So it's not really practical to spend about $22 billion a year just in giving money to the youth. It's not really going to solve anything. And quite frankly, it's going to put a lot of strain on the government, on debt, because that money has to come from somewhere. It's either you're going to get taxed a lot, or the government is going to have to borrow from abroad, especially from China. And I don't really need to talk about the debts in Kenya. We already know how bad the debt is already. And yeah, 1.8 billion a month, it's not very practical. Now, I must mention that this is not a political video. I'm not really making this to rebuke Raila or to support a certain political candidate. I'm not going to really be doing that on my channel. The purpose of this video is just to evaluate the feasibility of giving every Kenyan 6,000 shillings. Now, that's all for today. I hope you liked it. If you did, please share. And if you're watching this on YouTube, share and subscribe. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see y'all on my next video. Peace.